In the late 1990s, economic tremors rippled across Asia, toppling icons and reshaping business foundations. For the Philippines, the Asian financial crisis was a crucible for every major conglomerate. The familiar dynasties drew headlines, but for Metro Pacific Corporation, the crisis would prove transformative by necessity. When the peso weakened and interest rates soared, Metro Pacific's balance sheet was suddenly under siege. Foreign currency borrowing became a source of mounting losses. In 1997 alone, Metro Pacic's net income slid by 16%. Their debt-to-equity climbed to worrisome heights, warning of trouble ahead. There was no time for sentiment. The immediate response was mathematical. Recapitalize, raise equity, defend the balance sheet. The company adjusted its sights, quickly expanding a planned rights issue to raise a staggering 20 billion pesos. New equity injections helped, tamping down the debt-to-equity ratio. But executives soon faced the sobering truth. Raising capital alone would not suffice. Metro Pacific's next play was calculated divestment, a process of letting go. It started at the margins, shedding non-core assets like Philippine Cocoa, then Holland Pacific Paper. These early moves provided short-term relief, but the deeper purge was yet to come. By 1998, the group's asset sales accelerated. Shareholdings in packaging, paper, and key stakes in smart communications were sold off. Even flagship consumer brands, Wilkins Water, Metrolab Skincare, became lifeboats thrown overboard to steady the ship. Each transaction was publicly marked as debt reduction. Each step, a choice for liquidity over legacy. It wasn't portfolio refinement, it was survival. Year by year, Metro Pacific published figures showing shrinking liabilities and an improving debt-to-equity ratio. The rhetoric of refocusing gave way to visible reality. Soon, the company was left with its core property portfolio, and even these holdings faced intense scrutiny. Fort Bonifacio, the crown jewel, stood as both a symbol of ambition and a heavy anchor. No longer just a prize, it became collateral to be negotiated, restructured, and eventually relinquished. As debt obligations reached critical mass, even control over Fort Bonifacio was put on the block. In the end, ownership of this flagship asset had to be sacrificed so that the business could survive. Through each wave of divestment, Metro Pacific did not collapse. Instead, it accepted harsh realities early, reshaping itself with discipline, purpose, and a willingness to confront loss. By the early 2000s, what emerged was not the old diversified conglomerate, but a more focused, financially stable entity, ready to chart a new course. The Metro Pacific story is not one of untouched grandeur, but of hard lessons and practical courage. It is a case study in crisis management. Sentiment yields to necessity. Hard assets become bargaining chips. The only luxury is survival. Yet, resilience is forged in adversity. In stepping back from sectors, from symbols, even from legacy, Metro Pacific preserved the possibility for rebirth. Today, its evolution stands as a testament to the power of disciplined strategy and the grace of knowing when to let go. For every business leader, investor, and student of crisis, the lesson endures. In the face of financial headwinds, the willingness to adapt can mean the difference between defeat and resurgence.